us as as taking the personal accountability. One must take personal accountability, because when you are angry, however, you are in a state of confusion, and you become very worried. And I think people are very worried, and people are very much in a state of confusion rather than in rational mind. And this can take years off your longevity of life. Let alone it can take so much away from what you are trying to achieve when you remain much in this anger, frustrated, state of well-being, and life becomes less enjoyable. We want to be able to return back to a point where we can enjoy life, and the only way to enjoy life is that you find something and harness on something that you love. And welcome to the Transform You Live show, the only show where you can make a real life and business transformation, harnessing the power, optimism, hope, and faith. Today we have a very special show, as always, as we always do. Today I have my good friend Paul, our co-host, and we are definitely in for a treat, nonetheless. So today we're going to be talking about crazy love. How you doing today, Paul?
Yeah, I'm well, thanks, Marcus, and hello to everyone out there. And looking forward to discussing about crazy love today.
Yeah, so we're gonna shoot fast on it. Here, as I was discussing to you, quite quickly, and you were telling me that, like, hey, you was watching TV, and there's still quite a bit of mayhem and madness here with the situation regarding the riots, in the protests, with the man that was killed, and there was news that three other officers were charged as well. Um, but within all the the midst of this, one must ask, okay, so once justice is served, will we be able to, still, you know, have the ability to uh, promote love? You know, are we able to be loving, even to those who have wronged us? Are we able to, do we feel like, we are uh, doing that too much, or we have done that too much, to the mere fact that, like, we are taken advantage of? And someone may feel that, like, hey, they're corrupting, the system is corrupted, the system is broken, and there's so many injustice, and why should we continue to love those who are wronged us? And the answer is no. You love in a crazy manner. So Paul, what is your response to that?
Yeah, when you first mentioned about us, discussing about crazy love today, and you can take it so many different ways, different directions. But yeah, as you said, with the mayhem going on at the moment, the protests, the riots, even looking from, I'm guessing my side of the pond over in London, there's lots of rioting and protests going on there, and it just makes you think about what's happened for the past 3 or 4 months with COVID-19, how that kind of seemed to bring everyone together. Now it seems like, there's more divisions happening, but, should there be divisions happening with what's going on? So it's definitely a crazy time. And, as you said, can we learn to, love each other again, or, kind of come out of this the other side with some kind of positive?
Yes. Yeah, because you got some key points there, and you really bring up so much that is very impactful, and good observation here that you make. Um, you, it starts with it definitely starts with us as as taking the personal accountability. One must take personal accountability because when you are angry, however, you are in a state of confusion, and you become very worried. And I think people are very worried, and people are very much in a state of confusion rather than in rational mind. And this can take years off your longevity of life. Let alone it can take so much away from what you are trying to achieve when you remain much in this anger, frustrated, state of well-being, and life becomes less enjoyable. um, you know we want to be able to return back to a point where we can enjoy life, and the only way to enjoy life is that you find something and harness on to something that you love. And you have to be able to see the love in people, despite their faults, despite their shortcomings. And yes, you want them punished. Yes, you want them held accountable, but also hold yourself accountable too. In the meanwhile, also continue to be the example, be the stand up person that you are, that you know in the heart that you are, and not return so much frustration and anger, um, and dismiss. And the only way to do that is to detangle your own brain, um, by loving, and finding what you love, and because when we continue to pour so much energy, and fuel ourselves up with this energy, um, we in turn become very frustrated and very angry. The more angry we are, the more state of confusion we are, and we are constantly feeling these emotions we don't want to feel.
Yeah, Marcus, you there are some really powerful things that you just said. I love when you said about detangle your own brain, and I think that's such a yeah, that just hit me then. It's kind of like, all these emotions going around in your head, and, I know so many people are feeling the same thing, anger, resentment. Um, but when you mentioned about detangling your own brain, do that first. Try and think rational, and as you said, holding yourself accountable is such a huge one at the moment as well, because it's so easy to do some silly things and, just lash out and, to maybe the people you love or, people around you. But yeah, I think that holding yourself accountable to, you know, to yourself, what are your kind of, what roles and responsibilities do you want to take from this? I think that's really powerful. And yeah, yeah, that was really good what you just said about detangling your own brain. I think a lot of us can take something away from that.
Yeah, yeah. Roles and responsibilities are so important, because they what they do, they allow you to continue on in your journey. They allow you to sit behind that driver's seat, and we mentioned this before a long time ago. Steer steer your vehicle on that road, and continue to drive in that road in your lane, because we need drivers. We need drivers to ride in their lane, because we might need to hop in their car, for a second, because like they may have a sports car. There are people who drive in sports cars. There are people who are driving minivans who got enough room for us to hop inside of. There are people who ride on motorcycles. We might want to hop on the back of a motorcycle and get that joyride. And we need people who are, those thrill seekers, those adventure seekers, or maybe those mom and dads, or those soccer moms, that are riding on the journey. We need those people to, maintain their sanity, maintain their level of intelligence, and even kill, if you will, um, in the midst of this, so that they can contribute in ways that will keep the foundation of what we're built on, of what we're truly built on, going. Because if this crumbles, if the foundation crumbles, you know, uh, the whole house is going to fall.
Mm. Yeah, I do enjoy when you use your car analogies there, and yeah, I think you can really look at it that way. That everyone's going in the same direction. As you said in the past, people are going at different speeds. They're in different vehicles. They could be by themselves. They could be in a minivan with a whole family. But I'm guessing, there's lots and lots of people on detours at the moment. But as long as those detours kind of come back to, the same direction where we want people to be going, is the right way to be going. We don't want to be, pulling off and hitting that dead end, and suddenly you got nowhere else to go. So yeah,
Yeah,
I do like those car analogies. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and another thing, what does once you choose love, love is very positive, and love kicks off that positive conversation with people, and it kicks up that conversation you haven't had with yourself in a while, and also with your higher source. You begin then to reach out, and tap into something that's within yourself and buried within yourself, and then you can feel it. You can really, it really radiates within your body and within your mind, and you can grab on and do this right here, right now, just by taking a few deep breaths and enjoying how that feels when it goes into your body, because it's such a blessing to be able to have free air just given to us. Man, I enjoy just taking a little breath of air right there. Because we don't take that time to just enjoy what's given to us freely, and I think if we did much more of that, and be more grateful in those respects as well, boy, won't we go fare along a lot more better. Yeah, so final words here, as we close up. I know this was a real quick one, and we might have to come back to it again.
yeah, definitely. For those the people out there who are watching the live stream, Marcus, you look very happy then when you were taking those deep breaths. So
Yeah,
yeah, I definitely do suggest people just take that time out, have a deep breath, be grateful for what you've got. You know, whatever is happening, we live in a fantastic country which allows us so many things which other people around the world cannot have. And just take that deep breath, look outside, just love the people who are around you, and yeah, just be grateful.
absolutely. Well, thank you so much for that. Those great, beautiful words, Paul. We're really grateful for you. And just to wrap it all off, just remember that every day is a new day, and every day is an opportunity to choose love and to feel it, through the mind, body, and the spirit. And when you do, you're pressing reset. You're pushing a whole new reset on life, and that in itself is just truly remarkable and truly amazing. So thank you guys once again for listening. Feel free to share this wonderful episode with a friend, family member. We finally got the newest episode that Paul did. Finally edited. It was it had some bits and pieces that had to be done up, but that'll be broadcasted here tomorrow. So look out for that one. Sometime tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. I got to look at the schedule, but look out for that one. But it is this week coming, so do support Paul in that respects. And so share away with a friend, family member, and also those who you've been holding grudges with, or those who may be holding a grudge with you. Let's not do that. Let's not do that at all. Ungrudge that grudge, and let's spread some love here. They will appreciate you so much, and then they will release the grudge in turn, and maybe they will loan you $1 or something, give you some milk money. So with that being said, this is the Transform You Live show. Be sure to follow us at our brand new IG page, Transform You Live. That's Transform You Live show. It is at Transform You Live show for more exclusive information there. Many blessings. Peace and lots of love. I'm Marcus, and of course, my good friend Paul is always with me every Wednesday around this time. Take care and goodbye.